everybody, it's Randy from Happy Maple Nursery, and today we're working with this really large ficus that we just grabbed. Got a pretty good deal on it, so we grabbed it used for someone that was moving. So we're pretty excited to work on this today. So we're really interested in this trunk, but what I noticed when we looked at the tree is that it is grafted in a few spots. You can see here, and over here, and over here in the back, these three main branches are actually grafted, and you can see that there's some shoots of the original tree putting out different leaves with different shapes, even some here in the back. So what we're going to do is actually look to control some of those. I don't know if we're going to do that today, but the other thing we're going to work on today is getting rid of these bulbous roots. I'm not a big fan of these. They're often grown like this, just for mass-produced ficuses, and I don't like them. So what I'm going to do is cut this somewhere around here, repot it into another pot, and then work on that. Okay, so we've got our tree here, we've got our pot. I'm just going to place that over here for now, gently. I'm going to prep this pot. Drainage holes covered. Since the tree is pretty top heavy, I think we will go ahead and tie it in. So I'm just going to go grab some wires and then we'll continue on with the next step. Okay, pot's prepared. We're just going to fill it. We're using a pretty heavy organic mixture with a bit of perlite, lava, rock, turfus, just whatever we have lying around. We find that these trees, ficuses in general, really enjoy a lot of organic matter, so we're going to try to give it that. So it's essentially going to be a giant cutting. I'm also just going to trim up this root before we get it going here, just a little long. And I want everything to be almost at an even level. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to cut this flush with the cut I made earlier. Just clean that up. So we may in the future take that off, but for now we'll leave it because I've done a lot of damage already. I think our front will be somewhere around here. Okay, that looks pretty secure. I don't see that really moving, so that's really well in there. So next we're gonna pack this up, give it a good watering, and I think that'll be it. Maybe clear out some of the deadwood, and that'll be it. So it's packed in there. We've got some original shoots coming up. Like I said, this is grafted, so there's some differences in foliage here that we got to address. But today we are not going to do that because that would just be too stressful. And I'm going to remove some pieces of deadwood from in here. It's pretty obvious what's alive and what's not. see this tree is kind of shading itself. It needs to be folded out. So what we're going to do is cut these off and create some cuttings of a different foliage type. It is incredibly hot today, which is very good for promoting root growth, so I'm hoping we can take advantage of that just as the season ends. This is mid-September, so this weather's a little unusual, but it seems to be what we're getting, so we're going to try to capitalize on that. The whole thing appears to be dead. You can see pretty brittle deadwood. Same in here. Pieces over here. So what we'll have to do is encourage some of this original growth. You can see there's a big difference in the leaf shape relative to what we've got going on up here, which are the grafts. So we're going to promote this to grow. We might even actually have to do some grafting to get some leaves and branches where we need them. But we'll see how this thing develops. So that's really all I'm going to do today. I'm really hoping some of this foliage on the top here actually promotes and pushes some root spread pretty quick. Give this a good watering, and that'll be it for today. And then we'll come back once we know we've got some good root growth and work on the top. So we also have this base that is left over from removing the tree. So I think we're going to try to clean this up. See what we can get from it. I'm curious to see if shoots will regrow. Not sure if they will, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna remove this big root. I don't really like it. And we actually cut into it a bit when we were sawing, so you can see that the tree produces latex here. You just want to watch that. It's quite sticky and gummy. So a little bit of water on here actually stops them, seals the cuts. So I did it once already, but I'll try it again. That root is pretty adhered to the main base, but that's what we got. I'm going to feed this and then we'll see what happens.